Good morning, traders. Welcome to this week's ELLIOTTWAVE Forex and Cryptocurrency Market Analysis webinar. I hope you all had a great week. All right, before we get started, guys, I need to alert you of something very important before we even go anywhere. There is a guy in Sweden that has been stealing our work and selling it for 3 times the price. I'm going to show you some of the information here. A number of his clients have reached out to us saying that the work that they have learned, they've discovered that it actually comes from us. So if you want to see this, I just want to give you an indication. So the website, I'm going to show you the website first. So if you see this website and any work that is on this website, this guy has been stealing the work from us. So he joined us in 2018. I'm going to show you all the details. He joined us in 2018. And from 2019, he started his own YouTube channel where he was actually stealing our work. So this is the website. This is the guy who has been stealing our work. And some of the work is verbatim from our website, word for word from our website. So this is his website, rather this is his YouTube channel, and this is the website. So I'm going to show you here. So the guy is in Sweden. He's been selling the course that we sell at 3 times the price. I mean, there's nothing wrong with somebody starting their own business and doing this. But if you're doing it properly and people are making profit, all good. But if you're going to use other people's work, you also need to give credit to that. But this is a pure theft, and this is a scam. So the people that have reached out have been complaining that they're not really making any money after paying about $3,000 for the services. The guy has about 50 people per year, and the work that they're selling comes exactly from our website. Right, so just to show you what I'm talking about, this is the guy Calvin Fund. He's a Swedish guy that joined us in 2018. This was his inquiry. This is an email that he has sent to us, as you can see, 5 September 2019. This is when he was inquiring, learning, trying to get the understanding. So I'm not going to read everything in detail. This is on a video, so you can pause and just see that this was an inquiry that he made. He was even in our Slack group. This guy who was in our Slack group asking questions about exactly what we do. Not what we do, like asking for assistance when he was a student. And there was nothing wrong with that. We have been helping him and trying to get him to understand the wave theory, because he has paid for the service for 2 consecutive years. So he's been with us from 2018, renewed his subscription in 2020 still. What concerns me is that this website has been in operation, as well as the YouTube channel has been in operation during the time that he was with us. So if you're in Sweden and you've joined this, I don't understand the language on the website. So you guys, if you are in this website, so you can know that this guy is a scam. Everything that he has stolen from us. So I have got no connection with him other than him having been a student in our group. Okay, so apparently from the information that I'm getting, and I can state this categorically because I know that we do not work with anybody else, and we have not discovered the theory with anybody else. This is a purely trading waves property. So that is the guy. So that is, you've got the website, you've got the YouTube channel. There's also let's just have a look here, an Instagram channel where these people, or some of his clients, have been exposing what he has been doing. So this is a screenshot from our Telegram channel. Let's just open it. So this is a screenshot from our Telegram channel. If you look here, let's just have a look here, you will see that he was in our group. This is him here. Okay, we've invited him into the Trade Setups channel. This is him. He joined us in 2018. Let's have a look here. There's nothing wrong with starting your own thing, but don't steal, and at least be authentic about it and don't lie. So this is another screenshot from our Slack channel. So he joined us 2018. So what we usually do is we tell the people to just put in the year in which they have joined us on their profile. So this is another list here. You just want to see. This is him here. That's him. sending a chart for us to review. Okay, so that is there on that Slack channel. Let's just see here anything else here. So there it is. He is there. So just to show you that he's been in our Slack channel. It's a bit difficult to follow your ideas from your phone pictures made. I think he was just confirming from one of the members that are in our group. Okay, so this was before, this was during the time that he was in here. So I'm going into this detail so that you can see what we are referring to. So that is the website. So some of these, so this is, now have a look at this, and you can read this. This is him asking for assistance. Guys, please advise. I see ABC because the last wave content was 5 waves. He was trying to understand how we're doing things. And like I said, as he was our student, there was nothing wrong. We helped him try to understand. But the complaints I've been getting from a number of the clients is that they're not really making money, and he claims that we are business partners and we met through a Russian mentor. I don't know any Russian mentor, okay? I don't know any Russian mentor. The only team that I work with is the Trading Waves team. So the work that is shown here comes from his website, and it is taken word for word, chart for chart from our website. I remember doing this chart a couple of years back. This is the chart, so he's been stealing this. And so what makes us different is that as much as we offer you the course, okay, I don't know what is on here. I'm just going to scroll through slowly so you can read it if you want to. I don't understand some of the language, you can read on this. Okay, so what makes us different is that even after we've given you a course, and this is what those people, even the people that steal our work, this is what they cannot do. And I'm going to show you now what they cannot do, and which is what we specialize in. I mean, you can steal somebody's ideas, but if you do not know where the idea comes from, you may not be able to do it properly. Okay, so let me just show you. This is our website. This is Trading Waves. This is us now. Any work that comes from here that is authentic work. So this is what we do on a daily basis. So we've got the charts for all the pairs, and this is what most people don't do. They steal our work, they sell some of our courses. But even if you do buy the course, what we do differently is that we've got live trading room, LTR. We do a live trading room daily, and we update our charts. I'm just going to show you here. This is Euro US dollar. We update our charts twice every single day because we work with citers. Our charts are labeled from historical data all the way down to the lowest time frame. This is Euro US dollar. You'll see here we've got a weekly chart. And as you know by now that the euro has been spiraling down, as you can see here. And we identified this already back in June, rather back in January. So this move that you see here on Euro US dollar from 139 all the way down to about almost parity now. This is where we are on a daily chart. We are here. Look at the chart, January. This is what makes us different. So that is a weekly chart. That's just a weekly chart. Now, if we go down to the daily, you'll see exactly the same thing. That is the chart from way back in February. It was an updated chart when this was making a pullback that it was going to come down. Just want to give you another indication here, back here, 4 hour. Okay, as we're updating our chart. So this is the latest chart here. As you can see, July 03. So there's a pullback. Everything is still intact. So we're still looking for this to continue to the downside. Now, what we do as well is every single day before the London chart, before the London session opens, we update all our 1 hour charts. That means before the market opens, you have got trade set up. So this is a 1 hour New York open, and this is the London session, and this is how we trade. So this is the part that most people will not do, and you will see. I'm going to go into the trade setup shortly, and you'll see exactly what makes us different. We have got a special strategy which he has also tried to steal, but because he does not understand it properly, people have been complaining that they're not really making any money from that. Okay, so we're going to go into that, and you'll see our blue box magic strategy. So just to give you an indication, we have been doing this. The chart that I have here, the latest chart was about 5 years ago in 2017. You can see about 8,000 views on that chart here in 2017 already. So some of this is being sold to you at a price, and this is free content, guys. This is free content. You should not be paying for this. Okay, so I've seen some of the work that is being sold. It's exactly that. Aspiring traders. It's exactly some of the work that we are doing. So this here.
You don't want to miss this.
Here.
I'm going to share one of my favorite trading systems.
Back in 2017, we were already doing this, guys. So anybody who's been doing this later than 2017, we actually started in 2015, started blogging in 2017. Anybody who's been doing this before has obviously copied this from us. So this is him here. And as you can see here, some of these videos were posted while this guy was in our group, okay? Okay, all good and well if you're making money, but I just wanted to alert you that nobody should lie about us. We are not associated with anyone. Nobody, we are not in business with anyone, and we have not learned the theory from anyone other than from the books that Elliott wrote himself. That is why we understand the theory properly. All right. Okay. All right, so we understand the theory properly. I'm just going to bring my Telegram channel here just to give you more confirmation that these are the people that have been reaching to us. Obviously, I've hidden their names to protect them as they have been threatened as well. That is the nature of the person who is guilty. So, hi Victor, I'm writing to inform you from Sweden, and I want a confirmation about Calvin Fund. Is it true that he is copying your work and sell it to Swedish citizens? Then I'm one of them. I'm very upset and angry if this is true. So that's just one of the many people who have been contacting us. All right. So they've been contacting us, very worried about this. Now, this is another one with an inquiry. So we've been getting a lot of this. Okay. Okay. So if you have been in that group and you're not making money, now you know why. Right, so now that we've got that out of the way, this is our website. This is Trading Waves, trading-waves.com. We are going to start as usual. We start with trade recaps of what we've been looking at in the last week. What was the focus last week? And you can always follow these on our YouTube channel. So what we do is we focus the market, and then what we do here with the weekly outlook, we review what we focused in the last week, check how the market has played out, and what we're looking for going into the new trading week. So let's have a look here. So on our Slack channel, we've got before and after charts. I've already opened this on the browser. I'm going to go through these just so you can see how we have been looking at the market. So I'm going to go into the browser and have a look at these. Now, the first one that we've got here is Pound Chief, right? So this is Pound Chief on the 1 hour. So we've been looking for Pound Chief in this purple degree to drop after the corrective structure, blue box area here, and expecting this to drop around this level. We've already made this drop up to that level as far as Pound Chief is concerned. So let's have a look at Pound Chief, see how it has played out. Look at that. So check how many pips that is. So if you look at Pound Chief, we've already dropped 760 pips, okay? So that is as of the 9th of July. The chart was posted 7th June. So in over a month, this has dropped over 764 pips. All right, so let's go through to the others. So if you look at this, we're going to update this as we start with when we start with the focus for the next week. You can see that this is already making a correction. Is this making a correction, or is it going to go up? We're still expecting more downside there, but more about that when we start with the forecast for the week. Now, this is the DXY. Have a look at the DXY. We've been saying the DXY and the euro. Just have a look at the last week's video. We've been looking at this one to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then give us a 5. So we are currently in this 5. So these cycles are very important. So we're looking for this one to continue to the upside. Okay, let's have a look at how this plays out. So as you can see, the 1, 2, 3. Okay, we still don't have the 4 and the 5 yet in the red degree, but we've gone 400 points. I'm not going to talk more about the best. I'm going to talk about it when we start with the focus for the next week. This is the dollar index. So look at that, 402 points. Now, the euro is obviously the inverse of the dollar index, and it's already made 1, 2, 3. We're looking for the 4, and we're simply looking for a 5. This is in just the last week also. So this from the 27th of June, we'll be looking for this one to make a corrective structure here as follows. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, and then a drop. That was the expectation. So if you look at that, you'll see that that has played out exactly as expected. Look at that one for the. So that was it there. Drops 536 pips. Our members get these before these moves play out. Remember, we update these before the start of the London session, before the start of the or rather during the New York session. Right, so 536 pips as well. We pound US dollar. Now, pound US dollar is interesting because we did not just focus the pound while it was around here, this level. We focused this before it even made these three waves. We focused it 1, 2, 3 pullback and the drop. But I'm just showing you what happened in the last trading sessions. This is the pound, and that is how it has dropped 436 pips, not the fastest of moves, but this is 436 pips to the downside on pound US dollar. US dollar CAD. Now you have to look at this one and look at the accuracy. Look at this here. And the nice thing about this, you can go back to our videos and check how we've been focusing this. 1, 2, 3. See, we get into the blue box. The blue box is our trademark proprietary strategy. So we have been looking for this one to push out of the blue box. Now, most of the people will not believe that this can actually reverse as it's coming down impulsively here. But if your cycle is correct and the fib levels are correct, you will be confident to trade from the blue box and expect this one to push up as expected. Now, look at that, 519 pips right from the blue box. Now, our members anticipate these kind of moves. They play out before. So we anticipate, we don't chase the market, as you can see. Now, after that 519 pips, we still expected that this was only a wave one in the purple degree. We still wanted to see a pullback and the upside. So we waited, as you can see with the next chart. Look at this, another blue box area. We focused on this, one of our videos, recent videos. If we just go and check US dollar CAD, you'll see that we focused that this was going to drop from here. This was going to drop from here, 1 and 2, okay? Now, how is this playing out on US dollar CAD? That is it, already 265 pips. What is the next move? We're again pulling back here. Are we going to continue to push to the upside? We've got an indicator, special indicator that we use to focus this move. So now the indicator can only work if you've got the correct cycle. So it is not just about flags and breakouts. So we don't just trade breakouts. The indicator strategy must confirm what we're referring to. Now look at this one here, US dollar chief. US dollar chief, I'm going to show you when we do the trade recaps that we focus this one from right at the bottom here. We've got that move, but let's just focus on the one, reset one from the last week or so. So we've got that one here, making an ending diagonal here in wave 5, expecting it to push to the upside. Now just check how many pips, how many easy pips that we've got. So far, 246 pips. This is going to continue to the upside. We still expect that this one is going to continue to the upside. All right, so now Audi US dollar. Now Audi US dollar, just like pound US dollar, we focus on it exactly the same way. These three waves, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All these moves we focused it. Look at that. Look at that. How has it played out? 1, 2, 3. 73 pips to the upside. Blue box and we drop. Okay, blue box and we drop. So just to give you again another indication, let's go back here. So that is that one. Around this level here, blue box. So this is the blue box here. This is what we're looking for. Make note of this here, 7250. This is where we expected our blue boxes to happen. Now look at that. How did we know that the market is going to reverse exactly here? Look at this. I want you to note this. We knew where the blue box was going to come. We don't just focus the blue box because it's already there. We knew where the blue box was going to come. We knew where the market was going to reverse because we understood the cycle. Again, just to make you understand, look at this here area here. This is 7250. We were focusing that we're going to have 1, 2, 3. This is important. Look at this. We knew that our blue box was going to come around this level. That was going to be our reversal. So we got the 373 up and then we got the move to the downside. We're still going to get to the move to the downside. Look at that here. And this is exactly where it comes and reverses. The three waves that we've been focusing, look at that here, 7250, exactly as forecasted. And then we reverse, we drop 525 pips. So from this trade alone, 900 pips. So even when this was pulling back here, we could see that this was still going to continue dropping. So I'm trying to indicate to you how the blue box is so accurate when used correctly. All right, so that is Audi US dollar. Then the next one here is obviously New Zealand, and Audi will play out exactly the same way. Look at New Zealand, exactly the same pair. Easy money. We're looking for this one to make a three-wave structure here, and then the drop. Look at that one here. Let's see how it plays out. Look at this one here. Okay, so blue box and the drop. We make 309 pips. We make 409 pips to the downside. So this is 760 pips in these two moves. This one actually makes 311, what we call 11 swing sequence, and then the drop from the blue box, exactly as forecasted. Look at this again. How did we know that the blue box was going to come around 66 here area, 66, around 66 area, and how the market reverses exactly where we forecasted, around 66 area here. Look at that one here, around 66 area there. That's where we wanted the market to reverse on the blue box. 3 up, 300 up, 450 down. We're still continuing to the downside there on Audi, rather New Zealand news long. So why am I showing you this? I'm showing you so you can understand the importance of getting this correctly. Now, how do you know that you're getting this correctly? You go on to Google, you study, and then you get a bit of a basic of the wave theory, and now you think you are able to trade this correctly. There's nobody to correct you. There's nobody to check if whether you're doing whether what you're doing is correct or not. And if you are not going to know whether you are wrong or not, because nobody has checked you. You've just studied on Google and decided that you're actually good with this. So we use the Elliott wave theory, and we've studied the books that Elliott himself wrote, and not just Google and not just anybody else's course. Right now, have a look at gold US dollar, XAU USD. Have a look at this one, pinpointed to the reversal. We've been talking about 1600 on gold, okay? And from the beginning of the year, we've been talking about 1600 on gold. We've been looking at a corrective structure. Look at how gold plays out. 2,656 points. So from 1999, okay, we went as high as 1999 or 1,999 on gold. We're forecasting 1,600 still. We've already dropped about $200 from 1990 to 1741. We're still expecting more downside here. Okay, already $265 drop on gold. We're still expecting more. Okay, so there's, again, look at this one. This is another one. So when you know where the market is going, even when you get these pullbacks, and this is where people have a problem. You are in a trade, you're focusing on a certain take profit area. Now the market starts pushing against you. Now you don't know whether to hold on or to exit the trade. And this is where our indicator comes in. We know whether the trend is still intact, and this is how we focused it again. While we had the original move, we still focused on another $100 move to 1741 as far as gold is concerned. We're still expecting more downside, but it's not just a matter of, because you're focusing 1600, you're going to come here and sell, because these can pull back here. You don't know how far. You don't know what the confirmation is for this one to continue to the downside. It's because you don't have the strategy that we use. That is the indicator strategy. Look at silver. That is the second one here on silver. We are looking for this one to make a three-wave pullback here. We're expecting this one to continue to the downside like that. Look at that. This is silver downside, easy 277 points move here. So on silver, so from 22 all the way down to 20 here, 277 points. Easy pips. Now platinum, how many times have we talked about this one here? Now, this is the power of the blue box. Okay, when you use the blue box properly, this is A, this is B, this is C. Right, so we've got the blue box here. We're expecting the drop. Now, all these charts, guys, our members get them before the move. Now, do not miss the chart of the week. Our last chart of the weeks, all 6 weeks of them, the last consecutive 6 weeks, we have not gotten a chart of the week wrong. I hope I'm not doing the commentator's curse that last 6 weeks we get it right and this week we don't get it right. But just check it out on our website. We put up a chart of the week every Sunday, so you can check it out on our website. Right, so that's what we have here. 3, 1, 2, 3. We're expecting blue box inside here and the drop. Look at how platinum plays out. 1,896 points from 1032 all the way down to 840. That's over 200 points to the downside as far as platinum is concerned. Look at that trend here. How did we know that it was going to come and reverse into the blue box? It comes into the blue box, drops. Even when we were here, it gave another opportunity here with a wave 4. Now we've dropped around here for the wave 5. Are we going to push to the upside? That will be seen now when we start with the market analysis. All right, guys, so let's get started. Let's get right into it. Let's get into the analysis and the focus for this week. Right, so this is our website, guys. We've got a special for the lifetime plan, right? So it's only valid for the first 2 weeks, for the first 3 weeks of July. If you want to take advantage of that, that is a discount code that you can use. If you're not able to use that, make an inquiry via the chat, or you can use the following contact details. You can use our contact details as follows. So under the description of all our videos, right, you can you'll find our contact details. Okay, let's just go back to our website, to the YouTube channel here. Let's go to our channel. Right, guys, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, you can do so. Please subscribe to the channel and also give us a thumbs up if you like our content. We've been doing this for over 5 years. And you can just go to our channel and go through these videos and compare with what the market has done. You will see that we have been almost 95% accurate week in, week out with our analysis. Now, if you just open any of our charts, of our videos, okay, any of our videos, this is the latest one from the last week, you will find under the description of the videos, you will find our contact details. All right, so these are contact details here. You'll find that is the email address that goes straight into our inbox. Also, you can also use this contact number via WhatsApp or Telegram. This is our Telegram link channel, the way we post up these charts as well. And this is our trading view link. Our website, as I've already indicated, this is where you can purchase the course. So the lifetime plan, when you purchase it, you get immediate access to the full course, right? So the next course is going to be in September. This is a live 10-day course. We give the course for 10 days. So that means for 10 days, we interact together and you get to ask questions and you clarify everything. So after that, you stay with us in the group every single day. We've got live trading room where we trade the market with you, and you can ask any questions. You can even send your charts to our traders to assist you. And follow us on our social media pages, Twitter and Facebook. All right. So also hit that bell notification button so that you get an alert the next time we upload a video. All right. So let's get right into the analysis for this week. What do we anticipate? What are we looking for in the market in this week? How do we anticipate the market to play out? Let's have a look here. We've already talked about the DXY. Has already pushed to the upside. We're still expecting more upside here on the 4-hour. So a bit of a pullback here on the DXY, as you've already seen. We focus on this one here. We're looking for this 1, 2, 3. We should have another 4 here and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we've got 1. Let's see if we look here. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can use this one as a 5. Let's just clear this one out here. I'm gonna go to the website just to show you here. We're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've messed up the degrees there. And let's go to the website so you can have a look here. Let's go to resources so you can see the instruments. So these instruments also are all updated on a weekly basis. So the weekend we update all the charts, 4-hour charts, 1-hour charts, so that by Monday our members are ready and they've got all the charts. So let's go to the Euro US dollar pairs, Euro US dollar, just so we can show you why we're still expecting more downside on the euro and more upside on the DXY. So again, if you remember what I said about the daily chart here, this is a February chart here. As you can see, February 20th from around 132. We knew that euro will have to drop. We currently here around 0.4 as far as euro is concerned, over 1,000 pips here to the downside. Let's go to the lower degree here, the 4-hour. As you can see here, so where are we on the 4-hour? Remember where we are in the bigger structure here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're currently here. What are we expecting? We're expecting 5 waves here. We're expecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this leg to complete this. So that's why we're still expecting that this will continue to the downside. So New York on Friday, rather on Thursday, this is what we had here on the euro US dollar. We've got 1, 2. We've got this one here as a 3 and the 4. Okay. This can only be a 4 as long as it does not touch this. So we've got an extended with 5. We're still expecting that with 5 to continue to the downside on the euro. So the opposite is the same as far as the DXY is concerned. So we're just looking for 5 waves to the upside, as I was indicating earlier on the DXY. So I'm just going to go to the lower degree so you can see what we're expecting on the DXY. More upside, so more dollar strength going into the new week as well. So that's what we've got on the DXY. Expect this one to continue pushing to the upside. We are also looking for that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are looking for those 5 waves here in the red degree. As you can see, we don't have the 4th wave here yet. We're still expecting to push the upside. Until we have the 4 and the 5, then we will know that this move has ended and that wave 5 is now in place. So far, we don't have that yet. We're still expecting that to continue pushing to the upside. Right. US dollar CAD, I've shown you 4 charts on the US dollar CAD, how it focused on the moves to the upside. So that is US dollar CAD. So we are still expecting, we are going again into the blue box. The first blue box, we went up, pull back, we went up, we're getting another blue box here. So we're expecting a bit of a move to the upside here as far as the euro is concerned. So we're still expecting a bit of dollar strength. So we're going to see more upside on the US dollar CAD. All right, so let's have a look here. The next one here, US dollar chief. US dollar chief also, as you've seen, we have now started a move to the upside. We focus on this move. We are currently here. We may get a slight pullback here and a move to the upside. So that is the expectation here on US dollar CAD, rather US dollar chief, and then pound US dollar. Let's go to pound US dollar. Let's go there, pound US dollar. Pound US dollar is bearish, obviously, because of the dollar strength. So we're expecting more downside on the pound. Now, pound, where does this pound move come from? Let me show you here on the daily. So we've got this structure here. That was our wave 4 in the blue degree, primary degree here. And this chart was posted in March, right? So in March, we knew that pound was going to drop. Where are we now with pound? We currently around here. We've already dropped over 1,000 pips from around this level. But it's not just a matter of selling here. There is a selling strategy that we use. So that is on pound US dollar. Let's have a look here in the low degree for our pound US dollar. So we're currently dropping here with 5 waves, as you can see here. We don't even have the wave 3 in play yet. So we're still expecting just the pound to continue to the downside. So when you get a pullback on pound US dollar, you get an opportunity for more downside. Audi and New Zealand, let's have a look at Audi first. We already had those pullbacks that I've shown you during trade recaps. We had the 3-wave pullback here on the Audi US dollar, 1, 2, 3, the 376 pips to the upside and the 500 pips to the downside. Now we're still expecting more downside, as you can see here, but it is it's actually, it looks like we are reaching the end of the move as we look for this one to complete the structure here. Just to show you where the structure comes from quickly, this is where it comes from. So we are looking for this 1, 2, 3. Okay, now look at this. From April the 28th, we already knew what structure we're expecting here. And if you look at that from the 26th, so we have already been expecting this one to get as low as 65. We already had the 3-wave pullback that I've shown you, the 373 pips and the 500 that we were talking about. This is where it comes from April already. So we don't chase the market, we anticipate the market. That is Audi US dollar. Now the 4-hour, the 3-wave pullback that I was indicating was when we were here, we had this pullback and then we dropped to around this level. Okay, so we're still anticipating that this can go as low as 0.65. Where are we now currently? Let's have a look here. So we're on 68. We still expect this one to continue to the downside around 0.65 level. We can still reach that level on Audi US dollar. And then New Zealand US dollar. And then look at the New Zealand US dollar. Now, New Zealand US dollar, similarly. Right, similarly, New Zealand US dollar, just like look at that. It's all the same structure, simple structures when you understand them. And it's obviously I'm saying simple because we know what process to look at, what procedure we use to get this right, to understand the correct cycles, to understand the correct degrees. So already this pullback was the 3 waves that we've shown you here on trade recaps. We've got that, and then we created this to the downside. Still in play 4 hour, just to indicate to you, this was the 3-wave pullback. The 300 pips and the 450 pips on New Zealand, that's where that comes from. Okay, so we still have that, still anticipating that this will continue to the downside. So that is the expectation going into the new week as well. Right, so let's go then here. So that is what we have, and then this is on New Zealand. I think we've covered all the US dollar pairs. those that are interested in the South African rand, we'll be looking at this one to be bullish. We know that this one is correlated to US dollar CAD. So it's no surprise to see this one continuing to push to the upside. We've got 1, 2, 3 up here, 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 up here. It's a nice simple WXY. So South African rand at some point here, we're going to start coming down. So maybe a bit of a push to the upside when we get to 18 and we start coming down. For now, no sign of a reversal, and we're almost getting to the blue box area where we're going to expect this one to come down as follows. Right, so that is the one here, pound US dollar. So let's just have a look at the yen pairs in general. We know that the yen pairs are close to a reversal area, but as it is now, we are still anticipating that these will continue to give us a push to the upside. But whichever push we get here, we just have a look at the divergence on the indicator. So there's still strong divergence here, and as long as we are like this, as long as this is the case, we may still have a push to the upside, but the indicator is showing, not the indicator, the strength, the relative strength index. So people get confused when I talk about the RSI. So when I talk about the RSI, I'm not talking about our indicator strategy. I'm just simply looking at divergence on the RSI, the green line. So divergence, look at that, we've got a bit of a new high there. So even if we do see a new high here, the RSI, there's no strength there, so we may start seeing a reversal. So most of the yen pairs are still bullish, but we're anticipating reversals pretty soon. Right, so let's go through US dollar yen on the 4-hour. Okay, so that is what we have here on US dollar yen. Right, so that's what we have here on. Let's have a look here. Right, guys, let's continue. So my apologies. I see that my mic was not connected, so you would have had poor quality from the beginning of the video up to this stage. Really apologize for that. Okay, so, but anyway, that happens. Let's carry on. I hope you've got the gist of what we're looking at. Right, so what we're looking at here on US dollar yen. So we're still expecting that this will continue to the upside. We're still expecting more upside here. Indications are still for more upside. Even if we do get one more up here, we can still get to the upside. So there's no real trade here, but we're looking for this one to continue pushing to the upside. Euro yen, also we're anticipating that this will make a regular flat and we start seeing more upside again. So this is 1, 2, 3. Anticipate that we can still see more upside, even though we anticipate the reversal soon on all the yen pairs. The expectation is for them to continue pushing to the upside from current levels. We've got 1, 2, 3 here. We're still anticipating that we're going to see one more up on chief yen, Audi yen as well. Audi yen is a clear indication that we're going to have 1, 2, 3 down, and then we're going to see more upside there. Okay, so as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking for this one to make a 5. So we've got this one here as an A. No, that's not an A here. It's a WXY corrective structure. So we're going to look for more upside there. All right. So that is Audi and all the yen pairs. That is the expectation for the coming week. So this one is making a nice regular flat. As you can see, regular flat. We're going to start seeing upside here. That's a nice 1, 2, 3 there. A, B, C corrective structure. We'll wait for confirmation for more upside as far as the New Zealand is concerned. CAD yen, clear structure on CAD yen. We already had a move to the upside in 3. It's pulling back in 3. Won't be a surprise to see this break up the top here. If we break the top, we're going to see more upside. So there's another structure which I won't discuss now. Gold. Now gold, why have we been looking for gold to drop and we've dropped, and why are we anticipating almost 1600? Let me just show you the bigger structure here on the daily so you can understand where we're going as far as gold is concerned. Gold structure, go back in time, you'll see that we focused it that this one was going to make 1, 2, 3, and we're going to have 5 waves to the downside, and that is the 5 waves that we've got. We've got this one having made 1, 2, 3. This is a textbook ABC corrective structure. So we're anticipating that this one is going to come take the low here and make a reversal. So that is why we're anticipating that as low as 1650, gold can get back to and make this regular flex. So this one here, anticipate this one here. We will not make any trades to the downside until we've got a confirmation that we're going to have a move to the upside there. That is gold straightforward move there on the daily. So in the lower degree, you don't have a new trade.
there's the 4 hour or the 1 hour, you don't have a new trade. You don't even have enough pullback, so you can't just go and sell that. Okay, so you are late if you're looking for that. If you wanted to sell gold, you would have sold it with us at this level. Okay, so this is where we sold gold. Let me just give you a reminder. We sold gold around this level. Okay, that's where we've been looking to sell gold. All right, so we've got that one. Actually, this is not the way. This is not the place. We sold gold at 1,999 at this pullback. 1, 2, 3 at 1,999. This is where we sold gold for this drop. We pulled back. We got another trade here, if you remember, for this one to come down here. So we're still on the downtrend as far as gold is concerned. Silver. Right, so this is silver. Let's go back higher degree as well. So you can see here daily. So silver, we are still coming down as well, just like we are with gold. As you can see, there's no sign of a reversal. We're still going to see silver come down. Any pullback here on silver, we're anticipating that this one is going to just come make around 18 is possible as far as silver is concerned, but this is now starting to be already overextended. We've got this 1, 2, 3 wave pullback here as far as silver is concerned. So we want to see how far this is going to get to on silver. We will update this one as we get confirmation whether it is for a new trade or any or whether we're going to have continuation to the downside. Now, this is platinum. You saw platinum. We had a blue box here. This is where we sold platinum. Is this ready for a move or for a reversal? We want to see platinum push down to around 800 before we start looking for any reversal. So just because you've got a reversal candle does not mean that platinum is reversing. So let's have a look here on the 4 hour. You'll see that we've got a big reversal candle here on the 4 hour, but that does not mean anything as far as we are concerned. We need to get confirmation. As far as we are concerned, this is a 3-wave pullback. 1, 2, 3. We can come back down for another 3. 1, 2, 3 up, and we can continue to the downside. So we can consolidate around this level for some time. Okay, that is a platinum. Let's have a look here on Brent crude oil. Brent crude oil playing out exactly as forecasted. Go back in onto our YouTube channel. You'll see that when we were around this level, we said that this is going to come break the top here, come down, and then make a move to the upside here. Okay, I will show this structure, the structure that we focused last week. So I don't have, I'm going to show you when we focus it from here that we're going to come up here and then we're going to come drop here. Now look at this structure. Now, as far as this structure is concerned, this is what we have here on oil. You've got a move down here. We've got what looks, let's just do this one clearly. So what you have here on oil is that you have got this structure. You've got 1, 2, 3 there. Okay, so you still have this one here. You started with this 1, 2, and you're going to have this one doing that before any move to the upside. So we are currently in the white line here. We're expecting the white line to come up, and then we're going to expect the downside and then upside. So go back in time. Before this has happened, we already focused it that this move will happen. It's already happened. It has already happened. This move will happen. It's already underway. Are we going to get all these moves? So let's see. But that's the power of wave theory, and that's how we trade. Right, let's go to the pound pairs. Right now, looking at the pound pairs, let's have a look at pound Audi. Now, pound Audi, pretty interesting here on pound Audi. Let's have a look here. It's still a bit messy now on pound Audi, but we're looking for this structure. What I mean by messy is trying to figure out what structure is going to make with this. We've got what looks like a regular flat here, 1, 2. So we can have this one doing a move, coming down with a move to the upside, to the downside, the back, and then continuation to the downside. So maybe the expectation is for pound Audi to continue to the downside into the next session here, provided you get confirmation for a setup here to the downside, and you're going to have this as a complex B correction here, so which we'll call here a W, a X, and then a Y. So we'll be looking for that Y to play out. Now with that Y, we're looking for this one to be playing out as A, B, C. All right, so the A, B, C corrective structure there, that is the expectation there on this leg. Right, we already have 1, 2, 3, which is an A, B, C structure. For this part here, you already have this one here as having already played out, which is also an ABC corrective structure. So the whole thing here could be a bigger WXY here in the X degree. So let's see how this plays out. This is what we call a complex B correction, and let's see how that is going to play out. No new trade on that one. Obviously, pound New Zealand and pound Audi are correlated, so we want to see here what structure we're going to have here. We are on the 4 hour here. We can have this one coming to break the top here, coming back for another leg here. So as you can see, we can have this structure here. We we already have 1, 2, 3. So we can still have this one coming down, push up, come down, and then we have another 1, 2, 3 before we drop. So let's see here, no new trade on that. We're just focusing the structure, which could end up to be something like this. Okay, but we'll be watching that and monitoring that and updating as it plays out. Okay, all right, so that is a pound New Zealand, pound CAD. Right, so let's have a look at pound CAD. Now, if you look at pound CAD, let's go back again to the daily on pound CAD. This has just been an impulsive move to the downside. We've already broken. Let's have a look at this one on the weekly, actually, because I've been trading this whole cycle for the past 5 years. Okay, I remember when we made this move here back in 2014 with this here on pound CAD. So we had these 5 waves to the upside here back in 2014. Now we've got this one here as an impulse. So this whole cycle I've been looking at from around 2014, 2012. So let's have a look here. We've got a pulse move to the upside. We've got this one here, what looking like a regular flat. So we can get this one to come as low as around 1.5 or even lower. So let's see here, we're looking for this one to possibly make a complex correction here, ABC corrective structure. Are we going to get a complex correction? Let's see here, but this is the line in the sand here. As far as this is concerned, around 145 on pound CAD, that is a possibility. Now, how do we trade this? So any pullback that gives you a decent entry that is confirmed by the indicator, you look to trade that. You don't have that set up right now. You just have a small pullback here. That does not mean anything. So you wait for decent corrective structures. Pound Chief, we've already seen Pound Chief during our trade recap. So what we're anticipating on Pound Chief, so the list that you can get here is a bit of a pullback, a move to the upside, and then continuation to the downside. So you just refer to the trade recaps and how we looked at Pound Chief. Right, so euro pound rather, euro pound. So we have focused this move, actually anticipating that this move can actually be on the blue box where this can actually push to the upside, but indicator is saying otherwise. We're just waiting for it to confirm what structure we're gonna get there. Let's just have a look here. So as far as this looks here, looks like we've got a decent 3-wave corrective structure here, 1, 2, 3, and we may not get another leg to the upside. The least we can get is a move like that, where we get 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 down, and we get the structure like this. And this can be quite a bigger corrective structure before we come down. But that's all speculation for now. Let's wait for this one to give us more data. Any pullback like this, we can look to sell this one to the downside. Okay, that is euro pound. Euro Audi, is it ready for a move to the downside? So remember what we said, go look at the previous videos on Euro Audi. So on Euro Audi, we had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 back. We said one more up, and then we start looking for a downside. So we've got that. We've got a nice WXY corrective structure here, and we now have an impulsive move. You can only trade when you've got a decent pullback for more downside here on Euro Audi, and it's the same with the Euro New Zealand as well. So look out for a pullback. So far, you've got a 3-wave up, 1, 2, 3. Look to see if you're going to have a pullback here to give you the start of the move from the ABC corrective structure, but this can still go sideways. Euro New Zealand will need to have more data. Euro CAD, just like Euro pound, anytime you get something like this, like you get a complex B correction like this, 1, 2, 3, look at that running flat, and then you start dropping. Those are the opportunities that you'll be looking at on Euro CAD. We're just looking for moves to the downside. I mean, Euro Chief, just like Pound Chief, every time you get this pullback, this is bearish. We forecasted this move. We expected this one to drop. It is dropping. Any pullback is still an anticipation for more downside as far as Euro Chief is concerned. Okay, I'm on the daily there. So look at Audi New Zealand. Now, if you look at Audi New Zealand, this structure, we focus it from here. We've been looking for this one to make this 3-wave corrective structure. It's a simple 3-wave. I'm saying simple because it's already played out, but before it played out and we were focusing this, one would not have thought that this can actually play out the way we anticipated. And we are currently here. We're still anticipating one more up here on New Zealand. So if I go to the 4-hour and look at the lower degree, we still have indications of more upside as far as this is concerned, but this is too late to be looking to buy around these levels. So we are still anticipating that we're going to have more up. We can go back up to around 112, 1,12. Let's see how that plays out on Euro New Zealand. We'll be tracking that. Audi Cad, let's have a look here at Audi Cad. So Audi Cad, since it dropped from here, still been on has been on a bearish trend. So since we made this bigger corrective structure here on Audi Cad, we have been on a bearish trend, as you can see there. So we got this pullback, bit of a pullback. I expect this to continue to the downside on Audi Cad. Audi Chief, the same. All right, just want to get this one right here. Right, so we've got a bit of a pullback here on the Audi Chief. How far will that go? So this you can only just expect to, we've got 1, 2, 3. It's going up in 3 waves here, so we can get another 3 waves here. Looks pretty sharp, so we can still get one more up there. So this can give us an opportunity to trade it to the upside when confirmed. Okay, but that is a small trade for now. We're not really interested in that one on Audi Chief as yet. All right, so the trade setup that I showed you last week on Audi Chief was when we dropped from here. If you look at the last week's video, this is the setup that we showed you on trade recaps. We've already dropped from 0.7 to around 0.65 here. Okay, so it's over 600 pips on the Audi Chief. All right, so that's Audi Chief. Let's have a look at the rest of the pairs here. New Zealand Cad. These are the crosses. Now, New Zealand Cad, so just like the rest of them, expect 3-wave pullbacks. Expect 3-wave pullbacks. We are still bearish. There's no indication of a reversal as yet. New Zealand Chief as well. So we've got a bit of an impulse. This is 3 waves. So expect a bit of a pullback, whether this 3-wave pullback is going to make a double correction, giving us a WXY corrective structure. We're waiting for that confirmation. So far, we don't have anything there to confirm. So we'll be looking at this corrective structure for us to ride the trend again. Cad Chief, lastly on the Forex space. Right, so Cad Chief. Just 1 second there. And lastly, on the crosses, we've got this 1, 2, 3 wave corrective structure, clear ABC corrective structure, starting to make a move to the upside. Expect a bit of a pullback and a continuation to the upside. That is Cad Chief. Now the S&P 500, the indices, right? So now the indices, are we going to push up for another leg to the upside? There are 2 possibilities here. So there's a cycle that is showing us that we can get this one to go and make the new highs, but I'm not going to expect this one in one go. So what I'm going to do here, this is how we're going to approach this one here. We've got a 3-wave structure. Expect at least a 3-wave pullback from around this level. So far, we've got a WXY corrective structure here. Okay, if we're going to have a pullback here to around this level, this can make a bigger WXY corrective structure, and we start making a continuation to the downside. So what is the expectation from here? So the expectation is for this one to pull back, whether it pulls back to around this level before it continues to the downside, and then give us a bigger corrective structure. For now, that is the expectation, just a bit of a pullback to the upside. So we cannot confirm as yet whether we are going to get this one to push to the upside and make a new high. Okay, so that is the case for all the indices. We're seeing short-term reversals. So these reversals, they are not impulsive. That's why I'm not confident that these are going to make new highs. So let's watch these structures. Currently, we've got that. We can have this one doing that, and then we start making a drop like that. So we'll see here 1, 2, 3 here. We can have this one doing that, and then we start making a pull back down here with this corrective structure, WXY corrective structure. Let's see. So the number of possibilities, I'm not going to go through all of them here. You can have this one as a WXY corrective structure inside here. You can have this one as a WXY corrective structure here inside. And then you can have this one as an ABC corrective structure, depending on how this plays out. So let's watch this one here, how they play out. So that is the Dow Jones Industrial. Transportation will be exactly the same. We are seeing a bit of a sign of this one pulling back. So even that pullback, I'm not confident that it will go and for a new high, especially after this one having been so deep here. But we'll be watching it. So any indications here for a move back here will be valid, but we may get a entry for a continuation to the downside, which may be a long-term downside. And looking at the current economic conditions globally, it is likely that the indices can start dropping. Now, this is the NASDAQ. Now look at the NASDAQ again. This is not bullish. This is not an impulsive move. Does not look motive at all. So it looks corrective. So if we get this one coming around this level, we make another one here. We can start making a move to the downside. So let's watch this one here. Let's watch these pullbacks. Otherwise, there is no indication for a new leg to the upside. If there is, we will update accordingly during the next session. Now, what we're seeing here on the UK 100 is that we've got a three-way pullback, and we're expecting that this one is also going to give us a bit of a move to around this level. Let's see if that is going to play out. For the rest of the structure, I will show that one again in the next week. Now, the DXY has just confirmed what we're referring to with these structures. If you look at the DXY, we've already made a move around this level. We're making a move here with a structure here as follows. 1, 2, like that. Let's just have a look here. We've got that structure there. We've already broken the low here. So if we've broken the low, it means we're going to see more downside. So we're looking for this one to come around this level. We can get to around this level. We can make a move to the downside as follows before any move to the upside. So let's watch and see how this one is going to play out. So we've got that structure. So we can have this one as an A. Let's change the color there. So we can have this one as an A, B, C corrective structure. Okay. A, B, C corrective structure for another leg to the upside. For now, a pullback does not mean a reversal, can just be to complete this structure here in the B degree. That is the darks in the Nikkei. Nikkei as well. So the Nikkei, we've been looking at this structure. So look at this one here carefully. 1, 2, 3. Now we make a move up here in 3 waves. 1, 1, 2, 3. That is the structure. Are we going to get a leg to the upside here? Okay, we can get a possible leg to the upside to around this level. Let's see here. If we get to this level, we can get another leg here to the downside as follows. Okay, so WXY is a possibility here on this leg. So let's watch this move. So the indices, we just want to see them pull back to 50% of the original move. Then we'll make a decision whether we're going to get a reversal or a continuation to the upside. And lastly here, on the indices is the Nifty. Where do we see the Nifty going? So the Nifty looks pretty strong, but will it also go and make a new high? That is a good question to be looking at here. So it looks pretty strong compared to the others. Let's see here how it's going to play out. So we need to get confirmation here on the Nifty, whether we're going to go and make a new high. The Nifty looks pretty strong and very likely that we can see a new high on the Nifty before we come to the downside. And that's all I have for you guys for this week. Trade responsibly. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like our content, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you get an alert the next time we upload a video. Check us out on our social media pages. We upload charts on a daily basis, so you can check it out there. And don't forget the chart of the week as well. Have a great week, everybody, and don't get scammed. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.